Hurry, hurry, step this way. 1 dime, a 10th part of $1. We've got the show if you've got the dime. You get the whole show now if you hurry, hurry, hurry.
So this is how I do the pommel. I line everything up in a line, and I draw the outline at the end of the tang on this side of the block. You take your square, transfer the lines onto the front. So now you've got your height marked, and you've got your depth for your tang marked, so you know how far you need to drill down. Now I go ahead and this is how I set my depth there, and I always go a little bit more, so I'll have a little bit of buffer behind it, so I make sure I get a good flat fit when I put it on the tang. So once I've done that, once I've set my stop on my drill press, go ahead and mark where that hole is going to stop. That way whenever I cut off this pommel piece, I'll leave plenty of room. I'll know where to cut it off at. Alright, this is the kind of fit you want to have. You want it to bottom out or you want it to not bottom out in the hole. You want it to have a nice, plenty of room in the tang hole so this thing fits flush. So whenever you go to clamp this up, you don't want the hole stopping this when it compresses, otherwise you'll have a gap. So I've gone ahead and cut my pommel piece off to close to where I want the finished handle size to be, and I have scribed the lines for my slot onto the side, and we got the tang drawn out so we know where to drill our hole for the pin. Alright, now it's time to drill the pinhole for the guard. Alrighty, there she is. Alright, it's time for cleanup and glue up. I got my stainless steel pin ready to go, cut out. I take my pieces and I lay them out exactly how they go on the knife. For cleanup I use acetone. Some people use alcohol, it's whatever you like. Alright, I got some epoxy mixed up. Do the pin first. Now the tang. Try to get epoxy down in these grooves. I forgot to say, this is just 2-tone epoxy. You can use whatever you want. This gets a little tricky here. It's a piece this deep, this tall, you're going to get messy. Just the way it is. I fill that hole up as much as I can with epoxy. There will be a few air bubbles in there, but I try to get as many as I can out. To get the bubbles out, you can run a piece of wire down there and pop them. This is a fairly long process, so make sure you use a 30-minute epoxy. You don't want to go getting the 5-minute stuff and having it set up on you halfway through. Been there too, that's no fun. Same thing with the pommel piece. Run her down in there. Alright, to clamp it up I use a Irwin quick clamp, and it's just modified. I've just cut a slot down in it so the knife will fit down in there. Okay, it's all clamped up. Alright, just let her dry up. Okay, there it is, all glued up, ready to shape. The next thing I've done is I've drawn an outline, a general outline for the shape of the handle that I want, taking into account where my holes are in this material, leaving plenty of room so I don't get into any of that whenever I'm grinding or filing the handle shape. Then I've also trimmed down the other side, flatted it halfway on the belt grinder. That way I can have a flat surface to drill this pin through in the pommel. Okay, that's it. There's the hole through the pommel for the stainless steel pin. Just mix up some 15-minute epoxy, or even super glue works if you clean out the hole real good. Then all that's left is shaping, and I won't go over that because that's pretty self-explanatory. Just shape it with the tools you have to the shape that feels good for your hand, and you're ready to roll. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions, just holler. If you have any suggestions, on a faster, more efficient, better way to do this, then I'm more than interested in hearing it. I know there's some old timers out there, some old knife makers out there, who are probably saying, "Hellfire, boy, that ain't the way you do it. Come on now." And I'm all ears, because that's what I want to get better and learn to do it more efficiently. So don't be afraid to tell me if you got a better way to do something. Thanks again.